Good evening and welcome back to Factorio space exploration. Well, we're getting closer. Definitely getting closer.
We are definitely getting closer.
Joined as ever by Nerdy Gamer, who you're building the explosive things there while I'm going to go and make more glass, because I need glass to make more chemical plants. That's why I was standing.
Alright.
That was the plan.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Wandered over here, completely forgot what I was doing. And now we need copper plate. But we got hit by a big meteor.
We did.
Yeah.
And that is something that we need to take into consideration moving forward. We need to make meteor point defense stuff.
Yes, we had it.
Which also takes glass.
Right smack bang there. And hurt lots of things. Many things take glass, it would appear.
Yeah.
Brick.
We need concrete for the meteor point defense.
Concrete we're good for.
Yeah. Small electric motors, which we're not good for. They're not on the bus anyway.
Yeah, electric motors are definitely a thing that we're going to need more of.
Yeah. Electronic circuits.
Oh, do I wish I could build some construction robots, but I can't because they require big electric motors, and big electric motors requires lubricant, and we don't even have lubricant researched, I don't believe.
I don't researched.
Have we done advanced fuel processing?
Oh, does that take advanced fuel processing? I see. Okay, then probably no.
Got a fuel refinery on me, but I haven't got a refinery there. We are, however, researching electric furnaces.
Okay.
Which I feel is a good thing, but does require a complete rework of what we currently have.
Yeah.
So maybe we won't do that.
That's okay.
Soon. We'll do that later. Later rather than sooner.
Yeah.
And also discovered there is a thing here, the electric boilers, which I was trying to scratch my head being like, why would electric boilers be useful? But of course they don't require fuel, so you could put them wherever, and they don't require the belt running in with fuel in them. They just work off electricity until your electricity fails, and then everything goes wrong.
There's a problem. So you're going in there. It doesn't really matter if input or output on one or the other, so we can do that.
Yeah.
And we can turn you around. We actually don't need output there or there. We need output there and
we need to get the robot system running. Instead of having to walk all the way back there to pick up stuff.
Yeah. And we actually don't need this at all. What are they destroying now?
Oh, that's alright. You can fight that. That's fine.
Yeah,
really weird clicking that going to the map. It's like pitch black.
Yeah. All right, we're making rockets.
Hurrah.
Explosive rockets.
That's good. I have a rocket launcher.
Me too.
Right. I was going to.
This really doesn't need to be over here, does it? I mean, we can easily fix that.
Oh, I was going to go.
Why don't I only have one underground? Need to go get some more undergroundies.
You'll easily be able to find them. They're in flashing boxes.
Oh, very cool.
If only we could actually have them come to us. Oh,
Yeah, we could.
one day
could.
soon.
Yes. Yes. Do I have a lot of green circuits? I do. Let's just put them in there. So I am hoping that Arsenal does better today than they did last week. Because the Crystal Palace game was a disaster.
I am also hoping the same, and also taken somewhat aback by your sudden change of conversation.
Because I'm excited for the game.
Yeah, that's true, but we were talking about explosives, and now you're talking about Arsenal. I'm like, what? We're not that good. We're not that good.
Yeah, but well, Arsenal is a place where you keep explosives.
That is true. That is true. Them down the wrong way. There we go. More explosives. How many? Oh, 30. Okay.
We have some.
We have some. Right. What else needs doing? Lubricant. Construction robots would help us out a lot. Also, cannon shells. You can do cannon shells as well there, or?
Yes, I can.
Okay. What I may do then is.
Except I need two other things. But two other things that we have, so we can do that. No problem.
What am I picking up? What is that? Oh, engine unit. That's right. Okay. Dump that back.
So.
Ah, they're right. Oh, turn my personal trash on again. I can make 36 jetpack.
Okay, do you need 36 jetpacks?
It depends. I mean, I want to go to space, so 36 jetpacks will get me there. Apparently, they consume fuel like water, so.
Okay.
It may not be a great idea to muck about with them. And also, I have no more slots in my inventory. I had to give up 2 batteries to you, so that I could build a personal roboport that I can't use. But that wasn't what I came in here for. I came in here for because I wanted to build some meteor point defense. Because I want to find out, like, the ranges of them and things, to see where we're going to put them.
I need to make solar panels.
Also, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm not gonna muck about with it. I'm gonna build one point of defense so we can see the range of it and stuff like that. But I'm gonna go right next door to you. You're not gonna use the thing next to you, are you? Are you gonna?
What thing? What thing?
The thing.
The space?
The thing. You know the thing?
No. I don't think I'm planning on using the thing.
Okay, cool. I'm glad we understand each other. And I'm going to build laser turrets.
Sounds like a plan.
Laser turrets.
I think that's a very good use of the thing.
Yes. The thing. And now all I got is that weird film in my head. Here's a giant rocket thing.
Meteor point defense.
That's an okay range. I feel like it could be better.
What's the range?
If you zoom right out and then mouse over it, you see the green circle.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little disappointing, if I'm honest with you. I thought they were better than that. I suppose you just cover key important areas.
Yeah, probably.
Rather than the whole base, maybe. Or you just put many of them in and do it that way. Disabled by script, is it? Are you sure? You sure it's just not disabled by power?
It said has a range of 64 and an accuracy of 50%.
Has 2 charge modes, which can be
one.
toggled by R. Quick charge mode, normal charge mode. There you go. It says disabled by script, which concerns me.
Well, doesn't that just mean that it's because there's either no ammo in it or nothing to shoot down?
Possibly. Let's build an ammo for it. I've got it on standard charge mode at the moment. You mouse over it and push R to switch to modes on it.
Okay.
You can switch between quick and that. Quick charge mode is really energy inefficient but charges quickly.
Okay.
So I suppose if you're in an area, a planet that's being bombarded by asteroids, you can
Yeah.
fix it. Right. I'll put a shell in
I
it.
feel
There we
like
go.
we're being bombarded by asteroids, kind of.
It's got a shell in it. It still says disabled by script at the top.
But isn't it just because it's not charged yet? Well, it is charged because it has 300-something%.
Yeah, it's got 3 or
May-
4.
Is it because there's nothing?
Maybe it only
landing?
activates when the thing goes, hey, meteorites are coming. Okay, well, what I'll do is I'll move
Yeah.
it from there, because it's in the way there. Oh, no, I don't want to make another one. And I'll put it down... I'll put it here. Seems a good enough place. Okay.
They killed him. You put the water. No.
What? What did you do?
The thing. The undergroundy didn't recognize that there was a belt for some reason,
Oh,
which is weird.
okay, it's got 4 shells in it, so... I suppose we'll leave it and see what it does.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in order to make lasers, fire my lasers, I need to make batteries, small electric motors.
Let's come down here.
Now, conveniently, I can just come over here to where we're making small electric motors somewhere else and copy the thing.
You're gonna have to come down after. Why is it not doing that?
Copper wire, is that it?
Okay, so steel plate. We need steel
Input
plate
process.
and plastic bars.
Uh,
And there's a steel plate on there. We don't want that. We don't want steel plates on there.
break that one. Iron gears
So
and
you come
6
out
copper.
here. We need a splitteroo there. We need a splitteroo
Wow.
there.
It's 3 to 1 to make small electric motors. That's
Yeah, they're quite expensive. As far as I recall.
yeah. I'm impressed.
So while we're doing all this serious stuff, I want to tell you a little bit of a story that happened to me earlier today.
Oh, it doesn't start once upon a time. Oh,
No. Well, I suppose earlier today was once upon a time. But I was recording. What's it called?
only you can
the
answer that
game.
question.
Yeah, that's true. I was recording Total War Warhammer 3. And I was in the middle of a battle with the Plague Lord's minions, the Poxmakers of Nurgle. And in the middle of that battle, all of a sudden, just a horrid stench
From the
filled
game?
my nose. Well, it wasn't from the game, but it smelled so bad. It smelled like someone had died,
Ooh,
basically.
nice.
And
Carry on, sorry,
I
I'll go
looked
get some
ar-
utilities.
and I looked around and I looked behind me, and my cat was in the chair behind me, and she was looking at me like, "What?" And then she made like a. She had farted, and it was a smell of death. It was the smell of death, and she looked really proud of herself. Like, yeah.
You sure your cat's not a dog? That sounds like a dog thing to do.
It does sound like a dog thing to do, but apparently, cats can be that disgusting as well. It was, yeah. It was horrid.
Lovely. What a wonderful thing for people watching to eat their lunch too.
Yeah, but I thought it was worth sharing.
Oh, we're making assembly machines and pipes and things.
Yes, we are.
When did you do that?
A long time ago, and I also told you a long time ago.
Ah, I've slept since then. That's why. Okay, cool. How's our ammo coming? Our ammo storage box is full.
Yes. And we're making rockets, and we're making cannon shells.
I'm replacing the ammo storage box with a passive provider chest. Not that they work at all, but I'm just doing it as I'm going around, being like, yeah, that one.
Yeah, makes sense to me. Makes sense to me.
Should probably change the inserted one as well, because then they'll be like, where is it? It's the flashing one. Aha.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But I walked away now, so I'm not doing that.
Ah, you're lazy.
Not lazy, I walked all the way over there. I could have taken the car if I knew we were a part of the car.
All right, well, we have explosive cannon shells. We have explosive rockets.
What do speed modules do again? As in, what do they increase? 20%. Okay, nope.
We need to make grenade or cliff explosives as well, don't we? So that takes empty barrels and grenades.
Grenades are in a box.
Yeah. So I'm thinking for now, we hand feed grenades to this production, and when we get the roboports and stuff up and going, the roboports can just feed grenades to the cliff explosives, because we don't need that many of them.
No. We only really need... Well, we really only ever need like 2 stacks made, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So empty barrels. I guess that's just steel plate or iron plate or something. Where's the empty barrel? Where are empty barrels? There are a lot of barrels, but where are the empty ones?
I do not know.
Me neither.
They are in there somewhere. E.
Oh, there they are.
They are
Empty
next
barrel,
to
just a steel plate.
circuits. Yep.
Oh, and we can make processing units now. And heat shielding.
We can make all this fantastic stuff.
Yeah. Flying robot frames. Jetpack equipment Mark 1 personal robot parts. Oh, very fancy. Very fancy. Alright, so cliff explosives. We basically just need to take a steel plate and turn it into
There's the copper.
a barrel.
Come here, copper.
And that's it. And then we'll hand feed the grenades. So we'll just do...
Right, they need to become...
those. something like this, we will. We
The
can
grounds because of how
priority.
doing things here or whatever. The belt can go underneath it. It doesn't matter which order the belt goes in, so long as the belt gets through.
Steel plate. Do that. Do that. Tell you to make.
Get out of it. These machines aren't even running and you're attacking them.
That. And then we will get a chesty thing.
Cool. We love chesty things.
Yeah.
What now? What are you attacking now? Oh, that's right. That wall's not actually very well strong anymore. And that's not very good English, but...
Yeah, well. It's only a first language.
It's only my first and only language. Actually, no. I speak idiot as well.
Yeah, well, that's a useful language. Very useful language.
It just comes naturally to me, you know.
I actually speak quite a few languages to some degree.
Oh, I don't need to do any of that.
I speak Danish,
I
obviously.
feel like I could get away with a lot of languages, particularly European languages, because they all have a similar ilk to them, if you know what I mean. They all
Yeah, sprechen Sie Deutsch, Sie?
they've all got very a lot of words sound similar in all the languages, so it's like you could probably get away with it. And
Oh, I've got barrels. Yeah, that is true to some extent.
yes, there are some
Some
words
extent.
which are completely broken. I get, but yeah. I feel like I could get away with it as well. You know, any country I'm in, I honestly feel like I could figure out a way to communicate with people if I needed to.
Yeah, if nothing else, you can just use your hands.
That's true.
Like,
That's very true. Point
at your
thing.
mouth. I'm hungry.
I would more rub my belly for that. I would be like,
True.
yeah, maybe point at my mouth and rub my belly and be like, where do I get food?
Yeah. Yeah, that worked. That worked.
But I am extremely lucky, and it's not sounding big-headed, but I'm extremely lucky that English is my primary language because the world basically speaks English.
That is true.
Let's be
That
honest
is
with it.
true.
The world basically speaks English, so
Yeah. Yeah. So.
very.
Yeah, but I agree. I feel lucky that I consider English my first language as much as I do Danish. So if I'm really bad at English, that tells you how good I am at my native language. But
I mean, who needs to
I
speak?
do.
It's, you know, it's not like we're speaking for you know, for doing important things like narrating videos or anything. You know, it's
No, exactly. No, but I really do consider English as much my native language as I do Danish. Most of the time when I dream in English. Whenever I read something, I read in English. I read English books. Even if it's a Danish author, really, I'll read the book in English because I prefer reading English.
okay.
It's more comfortable for me. For some reason.
Okay, so
So-
sulfuric acid.
But
That is a 4-to-1.
I do. I mean, I speak some degree of quite a few languages. By no means fluent of anything except Danish and English. I used to speak fluent Swedish.
So if you just randomly dropped off somewhere in the world, you could get away with figuring it out.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I speak some Italian, some Spanish, some German, some Thai. French is a problem. I don't do French.
I'm British, so I have to say good on you.
But French is such a difficult language. It's just so hard.
I mean, just France, you know. I have nothing against French, but the Englishman in me, no. Confound the French.
As a Brit, you have to be opposed to the French, of course. I understand that.
I'm glad you understand.
Yeah, but I speak a little bit of Bahasa Indonesia. So yeah, I speak a few languages a little bit. Enough to at least not starve.
That's the important thing. Can you speak enough to somebody to be, can you help me, is what you basically need to learn. I feel like everyone should be able to try and figure out, you know, can you help me? Because I feel like a lot of native people, if you were in, you know, if you were like seriously injured or something like that, a lot of people would be like, oh, this person needs help. I don't speak their language, but I know someone who might.
Yeah, probably. Oh, look, that guy's leg has been torn off. I think I'll go find someone who can talk to him.
Yes. So, Doc, what's he saying? He's saying, ah!
Yeah.
Ah, right. Interesting.
Makes sense.
It does make sense. The universal language of pain.
Yep. All right, so we have more than 100 explosive cannon shells now.
Excellent. I have a tank.
I do not. We have
I've got
more than...
I've got a tank in my pocket. There you go.
Oh, thank you. Well, are you happy to see me?
Oh dear.
Well, thank you very much for the tank.
You're welcome. I don't know what you can do with it, but you know, I thought maybe it might be of use to you.
Yeah, maybe. We're also making cliff explosives now, and we have a few of those.
Oh.
So I think mission accomplished for the explosives for now, at least.
My brain has failed me.
Oh no.
That's better. There we go. I completely forgot that you actually need to have leave a space for inserters to do their thing.
Well, the space is helpful.
It is. It's extremely helpful. Inserters are not very good at inserting stuff if they can't insert stuff.
No, that's true. That's very, very true. Right.
I'll just bring that line along and do that. I feel like I could. I feel like that would work. There we go. You require iron plate, which we can get from here. Recycle, reuse. The possibilities are endless.
I have to make a jetpack and see what that does.
Oh no, I don't want to. Yeah, do you know what? Screw it. Why not?
Stop attacking us.
But we like you. We want to be your friends. I have no way of getting sulfur.
Sulfur?
Yeah.
You can get it right there.
Yeah,
where you're pulling the belt out.
Yeah, I know. And don't look at the build I've done because I just realised I need another belt going in there.
Oh. Long-handed inserters.
Yeah, it's going to have to be...
inserters are your friends.
It's going to have to be a long-handed inserter.
You could put it in down here, this way, where I am now, because then you can put the long-handed inserters in there.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I just dropped copper.
Right now, you're putting copper on there.
Yeah, because of smart belts. There we go.
We are out of time, though.
We are out of time. Done it again. Done it again.
Yep.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Not a problem. So yeah, we'll have to come back next time and carry on from there. So,
Yep.
Thank you all very much for watching. I need glass. Oh dear. We hope you have enjoyed this one, and we hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.
Bye-bye.